Persia, a name that echoes through the corridors of history, is known today as Iran. This ancient land, with its breathtaking landscapes and vibrant cities, stands as a bridge between the past and the present. In Bible times, this region was called Persia, a name that carried immense power and influence across the ancient world. The land of Persia was renowned for its legendary rulers, such as Cyrus the Great and Darius, and for its rich culture, art, and architecture that left a lasting mark on civilization. The Bible mentions Persia many times, weaving its story into both historical accounts and prophetic visions that have fascinated readers for centuries. Persia appears in both the Old and New Testaments, showing its enduring significance throughout biblical history. It was a mighty empire, stretching from India to Egypt, that shaped the world and influenced countless nations. Many important Bible stories, like those of Esther and Daniel, happened in Persia or involved its powerful kings, impacting the lives of God's people. Some prophets even spoke about Persia's future role, predicting events that would unfold long after their own time. Persia's power and influence deeply affected Israel's history, shaping the destiny of the Jewish people. The Jewish people lived under Persian rule for many years, adapting to new customs while holding on to their faith. Remarkably, Persian kings even helped the Jews return home after exile, allowing them to rebuild Jerusalem and their temple. Persia's mention in prophecy continues to excite and intrigue many people today, sparking discussions about its meaning. Some believe Iran, the modern name for Persia, still has a significant role to play in the events of the end times. Join us as we look deeper into Persia's remarkable presence in the Bible and explore its lasting impact on history and prophecy. Persia was a vast land in the east of Israel. It stretched from the Middle East to parts of Asia. Its capital city was once Susa, known as Shushan in the Bible. This empire became one of the largest in history. The Persians conquered Babylon in the 6th century BC. They took over many nations, including where the Jews had been exiled. Under Persian rule, people had more freedom than under Babylon. Persia's kings built grand palaces and roads. Their government was well organized. They let many peoples keep their own customs and religions. The Persian Empire lasted for more than 200 years. Its influence reached far beyond its borders. Persia's story in the Bible shows just how powerful this empire was. One of the most famous Bible stories is about Queen Esther. Esther was a Jewish woman living in Persia. She became queen when King Xerxes, called Ahasuerus in the Bible, chose her. Esther risked her life to save her people. An evil official named Haman wanted to destroy the Jews. Esther bravely went to the king, even though it was dangerous to approach him without a summons. With the help of her cousin Mordecai, Esther revealed Haman's plot. The king listened to Esther and stopped the plan. The Jewish people were saved. The story of Esther is celebrated each year during the festival of Purim. It shows how God used a Persian queen to protect his people. Persia's empire was the setting for this dramatic rescue. Cyrus the Great was the visionary founder of the Persian Empire, a realm that would become one of the largest and most influential in the ancient world. His leadership and innovative approach to governance set him apart from other rulers of his time. Remarkably, Cyrus is one of the few non-Jewish kings ever called anointed by God in the Bible, a title usually reserved for Israel's own leaders. This unique recognition highlights his extraordinary role in history. The prophet Isaiah, writing centuries before Cyrus's birth, foretold the rise of a great leader who would deliver the Jewish people. This prophecy is considered one of the most astonishing in the Hebrew Scriptures. In Isaiah chapter 45, verse 1, it is written, "This is what the Lord says to his anointed, to Cyrus." This passage directly names Cyrus as God's chosen instrument, long before he appeared on the world stage. When Cyrus conquered the mighty city of Babylon, he changed the course of history. Instead of oppressing the conquered, he allowed the Jews, who had been exiled for decades, to return to their homeland. Not only did he permit their return, but he also issued a royal decree to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem, restoring a center of faith and identity for the Jewish people. In the book of Ezra, chapter 1, verses 2 to 3, Cyrus proclaims, "The Lord, the God of heaven, has given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he has appointed me to build a temple for him at Jerusalem in Judah." He invited any of God's people who wished to return to Jerusalem to do so, encouraging them to rebuild their sacred temple and restore their community. Such kindness and respect for the cultures and religions of conquered peoples was almost unheard of among ancient conquerors. Cyrus's policies of tolerance and benevolence set a new standard for leadership. He respected the diverse religions and traditions of all the people he ruled, allowing them to worship freely and maintain their customs under his protection. For the Jewish people, Cyrus became a hero, a liberator sent by God. They saw his actions as a direct fulfillment of divine prophecy and a turning point in their history. The Bible celebrates Cyrus for setting the Jewish people free, honoring him as a pivotal figure in their journey from exile to restoration. Cyrus's story reminds us that God can use anyone, even a foreign king, to fulfill his promises and shape the destiny of nations. His legacy endures as a symbol of hope, freedom, and the unexpected ways in which history unfolds. When we look into the Bible, we find that Persia is not the only name used for the land we now call Iran. The ancient texts reveal a rich tapestry of names and histories that connect this region to the biblical narrative in fascinating ways. The region is also referred to as Elam, a name that appears frequently in the earliest parts of the Old Testament. Elam was not just a geographical area, but a powerful kingdom with its own language, culture, and influence. Elam was an ancient kingdom located in what is now southwest Iran, with its capital at Susa, a city that played a significant role in both Elamite and later Persian history. The prophets Jeremiah and Ezekiel, among others, mention Elam in their writings, showing its importance in the biblical worldview. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verses 34 to 39, God delivers a prophecy against Elam, warning of coming judgment. Yet, even in this warning, there is a promise of hope and restoration for the people of Elam. Verse 39 is especially significant. It says, "Yet I will restore the fortunes of Elam in days to come, declares the Lord." This shows that even after hardship, there is a future for Elam in God's plan. In Ezekiel chapter 38, Persia is named as one of the nations that will form a powerful alliance in the last days, joining with others from the north in a dramatic prophecy about the future. Persia's role in this alliance highlights its enduring significance, as it joins with other nations in a prophecy that many believe points to a great and final battle at the end of time. This vision of a climactic conflict has captured the imagination of readers for centuries, keeping Persia and Elam at the center of prophetic discussions. These verses make it clear that both Persia and Elam were seen as important players by the biblical prophets, woven into the fabric of ancient history and prophecy. Their names appear again and again in lists of great nations, reminding us of their influence and legacy. Both Elam and Persia played crucial roles in Bible history, and their mention in prophecy ensures that their stories remain relevant and intriguing even today, inviting us to explore their impact on the world and on faith. Daniel was a Jewish captive in Babylon. He served under Persian kings too. Daniel had many visions about future kingdoms, and, Persia is a key part of these dreams. In Daniel chapter 8, Daniel sees a ram with two horns. The angel explains, "The two-horned ram that you saw represents the kings of Media and Persia." This vision came true when the Persians and Medes took over Babylon. Daniel also saw a series of beasts and statues, with each symbolizing a different kingdom. Persia was the silver chest and arms in the statue dream. It followed Babylon and was later replaced by Greece. Through these visions, Daniel showed that Persia would rule after Babylon. His prophecies came true, making Persia an important part of Bible history. Some Bible readers see Persia in end-time prophecies. The book of Revelation speaks of battles and alliances in the last days. While Persia is not named directly, many connect it with the nations from Ezekiel chapter 38. In Ezekiel's prophecy, Persia joins with Gog and Magog in a great war. Some believe this refers to a future event still to come, while others think it was fulfilled long ago. Revelation describes complex visions of war and peace. Some modern interpreters believe Iran will be part of future conflicts, and they watch events in the Middle East with these prophecies in mind. These ideas are debated among Christians, but Persia's ancient name keeps coming up in talks about the future. Persia's story did not end in Bible times. The Persian people have lived in Iran for thousands of years. Iran has kept many old traditions and has influenced art, science, and religion. The Jewish people remember Persia as the land of their rescue, and Queen Esther's bravery is still honored today. The story of Cyrus is also respected by Jews and Christians alike. Many ancient ruins in Iran remind us of its biblical past. Cities like Susa and Persepolis still stand as silent witnesses. Their carvings and writings tell stories that connect with the Bible. Today, Iran is a country with many cultures and faiths. Its history with the Bible makes it unique in the world. Persia, now Iran, was a key player in the Bible. Its kings and people shaped the destiny of Israel. The Persian Empire helped the Jews return home and rebuild their temple. Prophets spoke about Persia and Elam, showing their importance. Daniel and Revelation mention events that some connect to Persia's future. The debate about prophecy continues, but Persia's role remains clear. Persia is remembered for its power, wisdom, and kindness to the Jewish people. Stories like Esther and Cyrus show how God can use anyone to fulfill his plans. The story of Persia proves that history and prophecy are deeply connected. Iran's biblical roots remind us how nations rise and fall, yet their stories last